And hello, fellow raiders. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Thanksgiving edition, Black Friday edition. It's Black Friday for me at the time of this recording. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday if you are in the States and celebrate that. Today is Black Friday, so instead of shopping, we are going to pull some shards because Plarium is forcing us to do it on certain very specific days as opposed to giving us a weekend like they usually do. Wake up this morning and you have hours left on 2x Sacreds. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. All right. Let's talk about the news really fast. The patch has landed. I've talked about my disappointment with the dupe system in general. Even Faction Guardians, which most people are upbeat on, I'm still kind of like, why? Why does this exist? It's like, great. So those dupes in my vault give me some sort of little benefit, which, okay, fine, I guess. But then they're taking up space for reasons. I don't know. Like I said, I am overall disappointed with all the dupe systems. I'm pretty disappointed. Just so even well, actually, the tavern and the champion, excuse me, list sort of illustrate why I'm disappointed, because in the tavern you can see who's a guardian with these little yellow flags here. You flip over to champions and you can't. So as I was assigning champion guardians and doing the champion training tournament, I'm like, okay, these are the champions I need to keep as faction guardians, like some of these here. Somehow I assigned them because I was just assigning things. Okay, I want to move these to the vault now. Okay, let's flip over here. Oh no, I can't tell who I assigned because there's no flags. and that's part of the dupe system people are liking. Empowerment makes people crazy strong, too strong, honestly. I think there's a screenshot somewhere of it. Nope, they didn't do that. All right, there's a screenshot somewhere floating around of how kind of ridiculously powerful you can make a champion if you pump four other legendaries into it. Everyone's kind of going, nope, this was a bad idea. Unbinding the token trader, way too expensive. Way too expensive. These are now useless buttons for me. For 99.9% of players, probably. If I had the magic wand and can change the system, I would say, fine, 500 tokens. Let's leave that as a baseline. Affinity legendaries cost 1,500. Void legendaries cost 3,000. When you trade in an affinity guy, you get 500. When you trade in a void guy, you get 1,000. So it's always a 3-for-1 swap. But if you want to cross the void boundary line with affinities, it's going to cost you double. That's what I would do. And you can buy anybody you want. Like the selection lists here, get rid of it. If you're a super whale and you want to fill out your champion collection, fine, go for it. I don't care. At a 3-for-1 exchange rate, got no problem with that. But overall, awful dupe system. We've also just got a new fusion rolled out. This Vildrax guy, totally underwhelming epic. He's a demon spawn. Pretty underwhelming epic in my opinion. His only real use is going to be this X here. They're coming out with a Hydra boss soon. Apparently about 2 weeks, a week and a half from this recording, and one of the heads is going to require you to have Hex. So I'm thinking this is very similar to how they did the Destroy set for the Scarab Lord. Oh, hey, Destroy is going to be important because we're going to force you to use it. Unfortunately, the Hex debuff is super rare among champions right now. There are a few places we can get it. We had a fusion for a rule. If you have a rule, he's one of your hex guys. Thea from Night Revenant, who probably no one should ever pull or use. Mine's still sitting in fragments because I don't care. Next one that's available to most people really soon is going to be Cleoptrix. There's a few options for you. And if you were fortunate enough to pull one, or you kept the one from the fusion, Alicia, who always mentioned it was a good champion, but I just ended up burning mine for the fusion. Kind of wishing I hadn't now, so hopefully I can get one. And then Vildrax, and those are kind of your only options for pulling things. So if you're planning to work on Hydra Boss, you will need to probably sort out if your hex priorities, or some way to get around the hex head. Not all the heads are up at the same time, so who knows. So with that said, we're going to go into the champion chase event because we kind of have to. As far as point values go, like for an epic fusion, these are higher than what you would see for legendary fusions. Like I would expect these to be legendary shards or fragments, and they're epic fragments. Blows my mind, but people are putting in exactly the number of points they want to put in. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna pull, I don't know, probably about 25, probably around the 2,000 range today, because I want to pull some ancients on Sunday. I have to come back Sunday and figure this out and do that. So we're gonna go probably about 2K, maybe a little higher with just some sacreds. But we're gonna start it out by just pulling roll out because I think I'm gonna have to build roll. So he's gonna help me with that. Here he comes. Yeah, you gotta let go. Without further ado, let's see what we get. Alicia would be great. I mean, there's lots of legendaries we like, but I would take Alicia or an Allure or let's see. No, not you. Your food. Your food. I don't even want to keep one of you. I don't even want to keep one of this guy. Old hermit. I already have an old hermit. I think I already have 2 old hermits. So nope, not interested in that. Luria. I think I already have like 3 of her. Jingle Hunter, also not a good champion. And these aren't even good epics. These are all old. Old Hermit's not bad, but the rest are kind of meh. Vogoth is good. I think this is my 3rd one in him. But got one built. Got what's in the vault. I think you're probably going to be food. This might be the last one. Oh, come on. Come on, game. Right, we're going to do one more because this is kind of disappointing. Wow. All right. And that's all we're going to do. That was 7 epics on a 2 act. Jesus, that was bad. So that was terrible. Nothing I wanted, nothing I'm keeping. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Since we're at the end of a Doom Tower rotation, where I thought we'd be now, we're at 2250. And then I'm going to pull some Ancients on Sunday to get up probably about this book. I might record that. I'll definitely record it. I may not post it depending on how it goes. Hopefully better than the Sacreds. Because the Sacreds were just a bunch of terribleness there, of course. Rule. Yeah, I pulled legendary. I pulled rule. Clearly that reset my pity counter for for Sacreds. All right. So that was all the news. Those are the summons. If you want to stick around, we're going to go through secret rooms because I don't see much on secret rooms. It's hard to actually find what teams people are using for secret rooms. So, secret rooms, Eternal Dragon Edition, Secret Room 1, Epic Champions only. I don't think people who get here will have a problem with this. I kind of just run it over with an attack team. So let's move on to Secret Room 2. Secret Room 2 is HP Champions only. Now, in preparation for the next Doom Tower rotation, I've built Versolf here. So he's contributing some damage. In general, if you have 5, I would say you're probably good. I am better off than most because I've got the Sir Nick. The vast majority of people will have built a Painkeeper at some point, either just for campaign purposes or leveling, or your clan boss team, and/or. It's created a great choice. I've got some other options in here. I just did, what's this guy? Draconis and Sentinel for next week's rotation. Nullhorn is also a good choice. And you can get away with using a Husk or a Vrask for healing. So, HP champs, I don't think you'll have trouble with, as long as they're of half decent quality. Of course, attack champions, Fushan. This is a pretty stacked team. Fushan is someone I built out and even booked out just to knock out Lizard Faction Wars. It was actually prior to the last nerf that made it in its current state. Just because I wanted to have a hard carry for Lizardmen, so he's a good champion. He's kind of like the upper mid-level champion. Rest of these, Bergel is a great champion. Kanderfon is basically A plus in the arena, S plus if you use that system. Who doesn't have a War Maiden? See, as far as alternatives go, you don't have many alternatives. You just have to kind of build out 5 attack champions. I have Basilisk, because I've used him for the Lizard Room, so he's also a contender here if you have him. And you built him for Epic Lizards in the previous rotation. Secret Room 4, I've got a video on this one, the Rare Spirit Champions only. This room got a little easier with the Faction Guardian. Actually, I did it before Faction Guardians, so the room just felt easier to me this time around. Maybe just because I've done it. Still using 350s. I still recommend pushing the Berserker and a Soul Bond to 60. Full video of this room on the channel if you need help with that. Secret Room 5, Organ Tribe Factions. Use your Organ Tribe Faction War team. That's about it. This room, I think, these waves are a little harder than Faction Wars because I run this team against Stage 21, and this room sometimes gives me a little bit of trouble. My Bellowar's not really in great gear, but this has never really inspired me to go and enhance it. Secret Room 6, Epic Void Champions only. Epic Void's a little harder to get. I think basically just knocking it down with Gala and Genbo. And I have Sylar and Umbral just locking down the waves and letting the other two attackers knock everything else down. I thought if something went wrong, I'll just throw Godseeker in there. This did not present much of a challenge for me. I hope it does not for you either. I didn't even use Seer. I didn't have epic voids that throw a bunch of buffs out there, so just hammered it down. Secret Room 7, Magic Support. This just takes a long time. If you've built your Kreela, you'll have a better time. I have not, so that's why mine just takes a while. I've just got Brogdie in the lead to provide extra resist, so nothing's going to happen to me. My damage dealer is really Archmage. If you've done Archmage, from normal Doom Tower, he's great here. I have him with 70% crit because I assume the buff's going to be there for a decent amount of time. He just, crit stuns everybody, damage, increased defense from Ugo. That's about it. Wasn't a hard room, it just takes a while on that week, or on that day. Epic defensives, Tyrell still the star of the show. Oathbound again. I've mentioned him a few times. Good champion. Come in here. Umbral's back again. Godseeker's back again. Seeker's back again. Don't see much of a problem for folks as long as they have their 5 epic defense champions at 60. Hard to think of a combination that would have a problem with this. Rearguard Sergeant is someone who's, I'm kind of like, I built her and then I've never really used her. She's great for keeping people up, keeping people defensive. That's usually not the problem here. Usually the problem in this room is just being able to knock stuff down, especially with the right beasts. Secret Room 9, Rare Attack Champions. Again, I have a video on this one. This only took me like 2 tries this time around. So this team is working out for me. Stun set, sunset, stun set, sunset. There's 4 stun sets here. I have a video with the gear and everything and an example run. If you'd like to check that out, this is the one people will struggle with. Still think Judge is great. I recently pulled a Rough Stone. I think I threw in the vault. But Rough Stone is also a good candidate to put in here. Maybe in place of this guy, Fleshmonger. Maybe in place of Fleshmonger because a lot of the affinities here are Force. So, I use him in other places, so this has worked out for me. I might come back and build Rough Stone at some point, but they've got a bunch of things they want us to build specifically for Hydra now, so we'll be doing that. Next one, Epic Champions from Night Revenant's faction only. This one was kind of interesting. I think these are the only 5 champions I have. These are the only 5 champions I have for Night Revenants. I only recently pulled Skull Crown in the last 2x Void event. So she's present. I haven't actually finished building her to put her in this team. I might when she's 60. So if you get the Skull Crown Sinisha combo, great. I built Rector out for Bommel next rotation, so she's someone that will be a key player in that team. I think before I had Rector built, I just 4-manned it. I just had these 4, and it was like, oh, can you do it? And they did. These 4 would just do it, which was kind of surprising, but I'll take it. Sinesha was basically the only damage dealer. If you took Rector out and replace it with Skull Crown, it'd probably still work. So, not a terribly difficult room as long as you actually have decently built champions for the faction, which is probably the harder part. The harder part is actually getting decent champions. Like some of these guys, I would not build. Throw the vault in here. We have some options. Like Golden Reaper would be good. Faceless would be good. A lot of people build faceless. But Night Res, Thalicia, if you fold your Thalicia, have her built out decently, I would include her as a worthy build for this room, but you also build her for other things, so. Moving on to 11, rank 6 Void Champions only. Since it's rank 6 and there's no rarity restriction, you can kind of just do whoever. I have a Warlord, so that's like cheating. I did Warlord, Lydia, Seer, Godseeker, and a reset, and just kind of mowed through this room. Because, it's Void, so pull out your Seer and nuke it down. Last but not least, rare Magic Champions only. Another one that was a difficult room. I have a video on this particular room. MVP of the room is this guy, Graybeard. Mostly for this ability. I have Graybeard in a stun set. No, Relentless set and Frostbite set is what I have Graybeard in. She'll freeze people with the A2. A3 is just defensive. Almost never use the A3. I just use the A1 to provoke people. And maybe they freeze themselves on, maybe they don't. Elaine does the damage. Judge does some damage. Fleshmonger does decreased defense. And it's done. So those are my secret rooms for the Eternal Dragon. Next month's secret rooms, I plan to complete 11 out of 12 of them. There's the secret room 12 on Dark Fae is, I think, rank 6 Void Attack Champions. That was it. And that's going to be the same as like these rare magic or the rare attack rooms where you have to just RNG pray for stuns. And I'm probably never going to do that room. At least not for a while. It's going to be the one secret room I'm kind of like, I don't want to do Void Champions just for that room, but I might come back to it. I think Hydra Boss will divert all of my resources for the foreseeable future. And then I'll swing back around and see if I feel like I want to do that room or not. Not sure. Not sure. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I hope everyone, if you had trouble with those rooms, that was helpful to you. If not, and you want to see a particular secret room, let me know. I will definitely show off one of the rooms if you are having trouble with it, and I can be of help. Next, like I said, I'll do one for next month as well after I've climbed the tower and then the weeks or the reset's about to happen. I'll try to do it a little earlier for Dark Fae. See if I can get the secret room roundup done, the hard side, a little faster. So if you do have questions, I can do it while the room is up. As it is, this only has 5 days. When I post this video, there'll only be like 3 days left, so I'll try to respond quickly if you comment on this video. Otherwise, good luck on your summons. Good luck with the fusion. Hopefully you got your hexes lined up, or you're acquiring your hexes for the Hydra boss, because that's coming apparently very soon. And I will see you guys next time.